Hello students, I Assistant Professor Pooja Sharma welcome you all on the behalf of gurukpo.com. Today I am going to present my topic on a poem that is written by Thomas Gray, who belonged from pre-romantics and romantic age. The poetry is Ode on the Death of a Favorite Cat Drowned in a Tub of Goldfishes. Now we shall move towards the introduction of this poem. Actually the written date of this poem is 1747 and actually this this poetry is based on an actual incident that happened in the house of one of Gray's friend. The friend had two pet cats. The pet cats had the name Selima and Zara. Selima, who was a pet cat and who was also the favorite cat of Thomas Gray's friend, died by drowning in a tub of goldfishes. It's written in a mock heroic style. There are many literary forms which are used by Thomas Gray in the poetry. When we will go through the poem, we would find that where and what kind of literary. Now we have the poem Ode on the Death of a Favorite Cat here. 'Twas on a lofty wayside where China's gayest art had died, the azure flowers that blow, demurest of the tabby kind, the pensive Selima reclined, gazed on the lake below. Her conscious tale, her joy declared, the fair round face, the snowy beard, the velvet of her paws, her coat that with the tortoise wise, her ears of jet and emerald eyes, she saw and purred a plius. Here, the poet is actually giving the description of that vase that was full of water and there were some goldfishes flowing in that vase. So he is saying that 'twas on a lofty wayside. Lofty means a large vase was lying on a place where China's gayest art had died, the azure flowers that blow. So there were also a carving of Chinese craftsmen who had carved those blue colored flowers on that vase that were blooming on that vase. Demurest of the tabby kind. Demurest means the modest. Selima was actually sitting beside that vase and she was watching the activities of that two goldfishes that were flowing in the water. So she was looking very modestly towards that vase of the tabby kind. Tabby kind is a class and creature of a cat. So Selima was actually a tabby kind creature and she was watching that vase which was full of water. The pensive Selima reclined. Pensive means thoughtful. The thoughtful Selima, the cat, was reclining there. She was resting there beside that vase. Gazed on that lake below. Here, the water of the vase is taken as a lake. Means the water were flowing in that vase in which there were also two goldfishes. They were flowing. So she was gazing on that vase. Her conscious tail, her joy declared. Her tail was conscious, means she was moving her tail when she was watching those two goldfishes. Here, the poet is actually using transferred epithet. Here, conscious was not actually her tail. Here, Selima was conscious. That's why here is the use of transferred epithet. The fair round face, the snowy beard. Now here the poet is giving the physical description of the cat, that how was she looking like. The fair round face, she had a fair round face, the snowy beard, and there was also white colored beard on her face. The velvet of her paws. Here by using velvet he has used it as metaphorically. So the velvet of her paws, her coat that with the tortoise wise. The velvet of her paws. Actually the paws of the cat were kind of velvet. Velvet is a kind of cloth. So her paws were also very soft and smooth. Her coat. Here the poet is talking about the skin of the cat. The skin that with the tortoise white, and it was looking like that the skin of that Selima, the cat, was looking like tortoise cat. Tortoise has a cover on his body, so that is called tortoise white. So Selima had the same kind of physical description of that. Her ears of jet and emerald eyes. Now her ears were black and emerald eyes. She had green eyes on her face. She saw and purred up loud. She was actually watching the activities of that goldfishes which were flowing in that water, and she purred up loud. Purred is a kind of sound that is made by a cat when she feels happy or she finds her hunt. So she was actually feeling very good by watching those two goldfishes, and she was feeling like she is devouring them outside her stomach. So she was also feeling very happy by watching all those activities of that goldfishes. Still had she gazed, but midst the tide, two angel forms were seen to glide. The genii of the stream, their scaly armor Styrian hue, through richest purple to the view, betrayed a golden gleam. The hapless nymph with wonder saw a whisker first and then a claw. With many an ardent wish, she stretched in vain to reach the prize. What female heart can gold despise? What cat's avers to fish? So here we have the next lines of the poetry. Still had she gazed, but midst the tide. She was still gazing that ways. She was watching those two creatures who were flowing in the water. But midst the tide. But between that lake, between that water, what was? The angel forms were seen to glide. The two angel forms are here considered the two beautiful goldfishes that were flowing in the water, and they were looking like angel. The genii of the stream, they were actually the spirit of that water. They were looking like exactly the spirits of the water. Their scaly armor Styrian hue, through richest purple to the view, betrayed a golden gleam. Now the scaly armor, here the poet is talking about the skin of those goldfishes which had covered themselves with an armor that was of golden color. So it was looking like that has been taken from a country that is called Tyre, and the country which is this country is actually famous for colors. So it was looking like that these two angel kind of creatures were flowing in the water, and their body had a cover on themselves for protecting the possible attack from any other animal. The hapless nymph with wonder saw. The hapless mean the unfortunate nymph. Here nymph is actually, the poet is using satire by calling the cat a nymph. She was unfortunate. Here the poet is telling the cat as an unfortunate, unlucky, and he is calling her a nymph. He is using a satire, that wonder saw. She was watching there with surprise. She was watching those two goldfishes with surprise, and a whisker first and then a claw. Now cat was getting conscious. She was conscious about those two goldfishes. So here the poet is saying that a whisker first and then a claw. She was moving her whiskers, her moustache she was moving, and then a claw. Then she was also forwarding her claw on that vase. With many an ardent wish, she had an intense wish to catch those two goldfishes and wanted to eat them, was feeling like, and she was also imagining to eat those two lovely creatures. She stretched in vain to reach the prize. What female heart can gold despise? What cat's avers to fish? She stretched in vain to reach the prize. She was actually stretching because she was very curious. She was stretching in vain and to reach the prize. The prize is here the two goldfishes which she wanted to eat. So she was just gazing the activities of those two goldfishes, and what she was doing. What female heart can gold despise? Now here the poet is actually using, by these two lines, he is actually satiring on women by saying that what female heart can gold despise? No, a female heart can never hate gold material. She loves gold ornaments and gold materials. That's why the poet is using satire on women. Then again he is talking about that cat, and what is he saying? What cat's avers to fish? And can a cat's heart can also despise with two fishes, which is actually the favorite food of animals. Now we have the next lines. Presumptuous maid with looks intent, Again she stretched, again she bent, nor knew the gulf between. Malignant fate sat by and smiled. The slippery verge her feet beguiled, she tumbled headlong in. 8 times, emerging from the flood, she mewed to every watery god, some speedy ad to send. No dolphin came, no Nereid stirred, nor cruel Tom, nor Susan heard, a favourite has no friend. So here the poet starts these lines as presumptuous maid. The poet is actually using here the mock heroic tone. He is saying that presumptuous maid. Presumptuous are those people who are overconfident. So here the cat is considered as an overconfident creature because she had a eager intention in her mind to catch those fishes which were inside that water, and she did not even think about her fate. With looks intent, she was looking intently towards those 2 goldfishes. Again she stretched, again she bent. She was again and again trying to catch those fishes. In this way, she was stretching and she bent. Now she bent for catching those goldfishes. Nor knew the gulf between. She did not know the gulf between that water and the goldfishes. Malignant fate sat by and smiled. Now the fate is here actually personified. Fate was watching all the activities of that cat. He knew that this cat is that there is about to happen something with this cat, but that's why he was smiling and he was looking towards the cat continuously. So he is considered as malicious fate. The slippery verge her feet beguiled. Now she what happened now? She jumped on that vase and she slipped from that. The slippery verge her feet beguiled. Now her feet even deceived her. By the slippery verge of that vase, because of the water, what happened with her? She tumbled headlong in. She fell in that water by her headlong. 8 times emerging from the flood. Now she came out of that water 8 times because she was drowning at the time. She was about to die. She mewed to every watery god, and it was looking like when she was drowning in that tub full of water, she was praying to every watery spirit to save her, to send her, any aid to her. Some speedy aid to send. No dolphin came, no Nereid stirred. Now, dolphin is a class or creature of fishes. So here, no dolphin came to save her, no Nereid. Nereid is actually the spirit of water who also did not come to save her. Still, the cat was praying. No cruel Tom nor Susan heard, nor even the other companions of that cat who lived with her in one house also did not come to save her. Those were Tom and Susan. A favourite has no friend. Now here, Selima was actually the cat who was favourite of Thomas Gray's friend. So a favourite has no friend is a kind of epigram that is used by Thomas Gray. Now we have the next lines here. From hence ye beauties undeceived, no one false step is never retrieved, and be with caution bold, not all that tempts your wandering eyes and heedless hearts is lawful prize, nor all that glisters gold. So here the poet is actually talking about the feminine psychology, and these lines are also written in neoclassical style of writing. So here, so again he is moralizing the people by saying that nor from hence ye beauties undeceived, that in the same way the cat has died, so women should also be aware of all those activities. So he is indicating to the beautiful women, he is saying that you beautiful undeceived, that you should be undeceived in every part of your life. No one false step is never retrieved, and be with caution bold, that if you are taking one step in your life, you cannot take it back. That's why whatever you do that things very cautiously, be with caution bold. You just be courageous, and you also have to be attentive in every step of your life. Not all that tempts your wandering eyes and heedless hearts is lawful prize. That whatever looks good to your eyes and whatever tempts you is not always good. So whatever is looking good from external side, it's not actually good from internal side always. That's why he is moralizing the people by using these lines. And heedless hearts is lawful prize, and the careless hearts of those ladies who fall in love with every man are also legitimate prize for those lovers. Nor all that glisters gold, that whatever is shining and whatever is yellow is not always gold all the time. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our website gurukpo.com.